Election time's coming. Who you gonna vote for? Yeah. If I was president, I'd get elected on Friday, assassinated on Saturday, buried on Sunday. They go back to work on Monday. If I was president, if I was president, if I was president, yeah. Instead of spending billions on the war, I can use that money so I can feed the poor. Cause I know some so poor. When it rains, that's when they shower, scream and fight the power. That's when the vulture devours. If I was president, I get elected on Friday, assassinated on Saturday, buried on Sunday. They go back to work on Monday. If I was president, if I was president, if I was president, yeah. I know some soldiers that sleep but they can't dream, wake up with screams, sounds of M16. So take this medal of honor for your bravery. I wish you the best, kid, you and your family. If I was president, I get elected on Friday, assassinated on Saturday, buried on Sunday. They go back to work on Monday. If I was president, if I was president, if I was president.
But the radio won't play this. They call it rebel music. How can you refuse it? Children of Moses, tell the children the truth, the truth. It's not all that bling that's diamond. Tell them the truth, the truth.
Most of y'all wear cubic zirconium.
Take it off
Tell
now.
them the truth, yeah. Your soul is worth more than diamonds.
If I was president, all blacks that have reparation, no segregation, feed the nation so there's no famine. Muslims, Jews, Christians would all hold hands every week on the beach. Party by the sand, word up. Take trips on Air Force One. Don't need to bring the homeless with no sneaks to Air Force One. Better schools in the hood, better teachers for the classes, making money, paying no tax. Find the best scientists, tell them come up with an answer. I want the cure for AIDS and cancer, but I gotta watch my back. Snipers on the hill with the steel, waiting to JF
I
kill.
was president, I get elected on Friday, assassinated on Saturday, buried on Sunday. They go back to work on Monday. If I was president, if I was president. I feel the rain coming, let me play my guitar for them right now.
Let's go.
Refugees, yeah.
Good morning. We be feeling 50, you know. Good morning. You are in with the Chisholm Report. This is Kristie J. I am your link in between politics and what happens today. I also want to tell you that, you know, I am a political scientist, a self-proclaimed economic-ist. So I want to be able to make sure that you guys understand that I am not just coming from a point of just talking shit. I know what I'm talking about. I got a whole degree in this. So I'm here to be able to express myself to you guys and be able to tell you what is important and what's not important. Well, not really. Let me rephrase that. I'm here to put in front of you information that will help you be knowledgeable about the decisions you make dealing with government and your benefits in life, okay? I want to thank everyone for coming in every Saturday to be able to make sure that you guys are getting this knowledge. I appreciate it. Even if you missed the show today, which is Saturday, May the 7th, okay, at 10 a.m., you still have all week for me, okay, to get in 15 minutes of me, okay? I would appreciate it, and it does help, okay? I want to give a shout out to my bonus mom real quick because she bought me a coloring book. Okay, and it's been working while I've been sitting there at work, you know. It's been kind of funny. I quite enjoy it. Okay, so thanks, bonus mom, for my coloring book. I also want to say there's a couple of things. Locally, let's go ahead and do that first. And so locally, just to let you know, Las Vegas is now at the housing is now around about $400 to $75K for a house and $275 for a condo. But they're not giving you no more extra apartment. Okay, so I'm gonna need us to figure this out. So, you know, if you didn't know that there is a way for us to be able to keep them from raising your rent and stuff like that by being able to put a cap on the rent, okay? But we wouldn't know that if we don't vote, okay? And these are things that we can actually put on the ballot because you talk to your local officials and they're gonna put what's on there that's most important to you. But if you're not telling them what it is that you want, then of course they get to pick what they want, and when they get to pick the people that they want to do the things they want, and then we're still sitting there just letting everybody making decisions for ourselves. For the last couple of weeks, we've had a couple of candidates here for North Las Vegas inside of the office, inside of the station, and it was enlightening. I will say that the last. And you got to go back and go see which candidates I'm talking about that were here. The last candidate that was here was very passionate, and you could hear it in their voice about them being in the right place at the right time for the people. I was very inspired, and I really appreciate the passion that she had and her actually knowing what's happening in the city, and already in a position where she can be able to help us, but she just wanted to be able to help to be able to come in and go to a different position, and this position would really help the residents of North Las Vegas. We had Judge Ketter that we want to be able to put in for North Las Vegas, and he came in very knowledgeable about policies, his platform, what he wanted to do, and he's someone that I believe that would do great with being able to understand both sides, being a defense attorney and also being a prosecutor, knowing both sides and having sympathy, being able to understand, and then coming from a certain beginning where he would understand. Okay, because I keep saying this, that like you want to be able to have people in your positions that actually would understand. Like I would tell you, I don't believe that Donald Trump nor Joe Biden could be able to tell me how much a gallon of milk cost. But I would rather someone who has been there and now has fought to get themselves to a different position, to be able to understand the struggle that people at the bottom feel, and also where it meets to the people at the top. Okay, we had another candidate for mayor. We had two candidates for mayor, and came in and knew about what he wanted to do and wanted to be able to move, you know what I'm saying, for the people of the community, and felt that the people that have been in the position before or around were biased and not understanding what it is to be like a business owner and things of that nature. I myself, okay, when I'm thinking about who I want to be my mayor of North Las Vegas, because I live in North Las Vegas, I'm voting. I want to think about, is this person going to be respected? Okay. Are they going to represent me correctly? Is this person knowledgeable about not just the position, about the power of the position and how they could be able to fix it? Make sure that they are putting the best programs together for the people. I think about what's on the bills, not just the candidates, but what's on the bills of these ballots that are going to help me and my family and my household move forward. I think about these things, okay? And I think that these are things that you should apply also. Think about, there was a couple of different statements, and one was that I heard one of those candidates say that I bought my home in North Las Vegas because I want to be there. This is where I live. This is why it's important to me. I'm from here. This is why I do this. And I appreciate that. And then I also heard one of the candidates say that they have the connections and they know what they're doing from day one walking into the door. And that's important to me too. You know, you have to be able to figure out which one is important to you. Okay. Do you want someone to come in the door that's totally fresh, that has not been so-called, what they say, tainted in government already? Or do you want someone that actually understands the structure of the government and then can be able to apply that to being able to beat what we've been fighting? Okay. It's up to you. I'm not here to tell you how to vote. I'm just telling you, make a smart decision for your household. Now, if there are any other additional candidates for North Las Vegas mayor who would like to come on to Hot 702.5 FM with the Chisholm Report with Kristie J to be able to talk about what you're doing in your platform and what the people want to be, so you can interact with the people, I'm available. Go ahead and let me in, and I'll be able to allow you to be able to, speak to the people. Okay. So I just want to say that. Second of all, here in Las Vegas, I just want to say this. We were having some issues they found a body at Lake Mead, 2 bodies. I only heard about the one, and then I heard about a second barrel. But now they are giving rewards out for people who are going scuba diving for bodies in Lake Mead. They have also now found drugs, meds, caffeine in Lake Mead. I mean, I'm not really surprised. I'm not really surprised. Y'all forget that Las Vegas used to be a mob city. And at one point, they were only allowing one way in and one way out from California, and one way in and one way out from Arizona. Okay, so it doesn't surprise me that they're finding this, and that this one of the bodies is from 2082. Which I'm not gonna say I know somebody born then. 96. Yeah, I know somebody was born back then. Not me or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But back then, somebody else. That's a long time. Okay, so I hope that they are able to identify whoever the person or people are that are down there, so they can be able to give some closure to these families that are out there. Okay, that does scare me, and I want you to know that scares me all around the board, because it's not just like me. You know what I mean? We are surrounded by desert and mountains, and a lot of people came up missing out here. Okay, so just be careful. I've told this story before about me being very scared about people coming up missing and stuff like that, especially black women, black children, black men, everybody. I'm scared for everybody, but I really think about how many of us came up missing, and then there's no story behind it. There's no trying to find these people. There's none of that. So it bothers me. I always watch my people to get into their car, I want to see the car start before I get ready to go back into the house. I want to see you almost to the point where you driving off. So I know that you're safe, because it bothers me when I go in the house and I don't know. I have to have you call me when you get home, because it bothers me. So if you are like that, you know what I'm saying, you understand where I'm coming from. That stuff is really crazy, and we are dealing with some really crazy crimes and stuff these days, okay? I want to go ahead and touch on Roe versus Wade case. I have a clip that I want y'all to listen to, so you'll know what the actual case is. And it'll express, so you can understand how powerful it is for them to be able to basically cancel this out, and that it allows us to be able to, for us to be able to get on the same dialogue. So, if you haven't heard, there was a leak of the Supreme Justices, deciding that they were going to try to overturn this case, okay? And then what happens is representation, once again. When you don't have people that are in the top, that are looking out for your best interest, then they don't know how you want to vote, okay? So they have a setup where they had the majority of Republican, or I would say, not even say Republican, let's say conservative vote, where they would be able to say no more abortion, and that it would be up to the states. It would allow the states to be able to say no for abortion, or not for the abortion. Okay. Let's go into it.
Most Supreme Court decisions are granular, little noticed interpretations of the law and Constitution, but a few are landmarks. Roe v. Wade was a landmark. It effectively legalized abortion across the United States. Here are the facts and players in the case. Jane Roe was actually Norma McCorvey. She was a Texan in her early 20s who wanted to terminate an unwanted pregnancy in 1969. Abortion was legal in Texas at the time, but only for the purpose of saving a woman's life. That was not the issue for McCorvey. Her life was not at risk. She tried unsuccessfully to get an illegal abortion and was referred to 2 attorneys interested in challenging anti-abortion laws. The Wade in Roe v. Wade was Henry Wade, the district attorney of Dallas County, who enforced that Texas abortion law. McCorvey soon filed a case against him. The Supreme Court agreed in 1971 to hear the case, and on January 22, 1973, struck down the Texas law in a 7-2 decision. Justice Harry Blackmun wrote for the majority opinion and declared a woman's right to privacy under the 14th Amendment superseded a state's right to ban abortion. The court set different rules for each trimester. In the first trimester, the choice to end pregnancy was entirely up to the mother. In the second trimester, the government could regulate but not ban abortion in order to protect the mother's health. In the third trimester, the state could prohibit abortion to protect a fetus that could survive outside the womb, except when the mother's health is in danger. Justices Byron White and William Rehnquist dissented. They basically held the argument of privacy went far beyond the intentions of the constitutional framers, an argument that could signal the grounds for challenges to Roe. The 2 justices also stated the court's decision did not stick to the specific facts of this case because Roe was not in her first trimester at the time of the litigation. Public opinion was quickly shifting. In August 1972, Americans opposed legalized abortion, 46 to 42%. But by April 1973, it was 52 to 41 in favor. In the years since, Roe's been modified but not overturned. A notable example was in 1992, a case called Planned Parenthood versus Casey. For all intents and purposes, this is the new standard by which abortion cases are judged. The focus this time wasn't privacy, it was roadblocks, which had been intentionally set up to make it harder to get an abortion. In a 5-4 ruling, the court said restrictions are unconstitutional if they place an undue burden on a woman. Support for Roe v. Wade remains strong. A Kaiser Family Foundation poll in June 2018 found that 67% of Americans do not want the Supreme Court to overturn the ruling, while 29% do. The question now, of course, is what the Supreme Court will do with a solid conservative majority.
Okay, so I wanted you guys to kind of get an understanding of what this was. Okay, so we do have a caller. I guess not. But anyway, so the point is this, okay? There's not... Okay, we have a caller. Caller, you're on with Kristie J in the Chisholm Report. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I think this is my son calling. What's up, Christian? Yep, this your son. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You the best thing I ever made. Look what I made. Look what I made. Look what I made. And so I love you so much, son. Thank you for calling in and telling me Happy Mother's Day. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's always a ball at my house, okay? The nephews is over there going crazy. That was my baby. Oh, I appreciate him calling in and letting me hear him say that. It meant the world to me. Okay, so with him saying that, though, okay, it's important that we understand why you should not have anything to do with my private part. Okay, why the government should not have something to do with my private part. Okay, this is the issue. This is where we're at. My coochie versus your thought. Okay, if you personally are a person that believes I am not for abortion, I do not want abortion, I would never do that, then apply that to yourself, okay? Because it is your right for you not to have an abortion. It is your right for you to believe in what you believe. And it is your right to do with your body as you please. Stay out of mine, okay? Because this is my body. I don't have a problem with what you decide you want to do with your body. But if you mind your damn business, then you won't be in half of the shit we in with the world, because everybody wants to have a say so about what's happening all outside, and then inside your house is a mess. Inside your house, you have no peace in your home. You need to be working on you. Okay. Senator Warren she was upset about this, and I want you guys to hear what she was saying also.
I am angry. Angry and upset? Angry and upset and determined. The United States Congress can keep Roe versus Wade the law of the land. They just need to do it.
I've never seen you so angry. You seem to be...
This is what the Republicans have been working toward this day for decades. They have been out there plotting, carefully cultivating these Supreme Court justices so they could have a majority on the bench who would accomplish something that the majority of Americans do not want. 69% of people across this country, red states and blue states, old people and young people, want Roe versus Wade to maintain as the law of the land. We need to do that. And we have a right. Extremists, we've heard enough from the extremists. And we're tired of it. Thank you.
Senator,
I am angry.
angry and upset.
Okay, so let me tell you this, okay? Just like, let's talk about where does this start, okay? Two adults having sex, Okay? One has an opening and one has a probe, or, you know what I'm saying, some type of stick. Okay? If that stick goes into there and spits, that's your fault. Okay? That's where it starts. Okay? So let's just talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that all of a sudden you had the right to upchuck. Okay? But I can't make the decision for me not to have a baby. Okay? Now, how we can solve this, and men, don't be upset by my answer. Hear me out or call in 702-551-5261. I believe you have the right not to let these chicks lie on you no more about it being a baby. Okay? I think that you have the right, okay, not to have no children that you don't want to have. So with that, I propose a campaign for male birth control so you can control the fact of your upchuck not being potent with little babies. Okay? Then at that point, you don't have to deal with her getting an abortion because you on the pill. And this is not to keep you. I know that there are women out there that's going to support you being able to get ding-a-ling care. Okay? Let's get you ding-a-ling care. You don't want us to get coochie care. Okay? But we are going to vote for you to have ding-a-ling care, meaning that you can get a pill, you can get snip, you can get all that stuff. Okay? Because you have the right not to be in a position for her to have an abortion. Okay? I got another video. And this is how the rest of us feel on the end. Listen to the beginning and then on the end. Anyway. So I want y'all to be able to hear where this goes.
Difficult issue, and it emotionally scars the individual, all or in part, for the rest of their life, just as child abuse does. But if a baby is created, it is a human life, and whether that mother ends that pregnancy or not, the scars will not go away.
So that was Ohio State Representative Gene Schmidt, who was talking about how even if a 13-year-old is raped by a serial rapist or a family member, if that 13-year-old gets pregnant, they don't need to have the option for an abortion because that baby is a human life and she's already been raped. So what does it matter? Aborting the baby is not going to fix it or unrape her. First of all, Gene, let's get one thing straight. Any discussion about what happens with human life needs to be discussed by humans that are alive, okay? You look like you died about 20 goddamn years ago. You need to take your ass back to the neither world, get in line, and figure out where you're supposed to be. Second of all, we need to stop letting people who can't even have babies make decisions about other people having babies. Girl, please. I know that you ain't got nothing popping out of there with that dry-ass Skeletor coochie. Like, we both know you ain't got no babies coming out of there. Ain't gonna just dust. That's you. That's you. Like, you really had the audacity to bring that sweaty Sahara snatch into the legislative chambers talking about abortion like it's an issue. It's not an issue. No. What's an issue is that Ohio doesn't have a problem with dead voters. They clearly got an issue with dead-ass candidates. Who dug you up and put you on the ballot? Out here calling rape an opportunity. You know what's a real opportunity? We all have the opportunity to knock your undead ass back to Hades. I swear to God, man.
Okay, so I just want to, let me also add this. When I was saying that we should get men birth control, I want you to, for the people that's going to bring the Bible into this, it does say that you're not, first of all, you ain't supposed to be having sex. That's the first thing, okay? So you ain't supposed to be even having sex. Then, I heard Sir on the Shady Ass Tea the other night say that it was against the Bible to waste seed. So you putting it in the condom or swallow is that's against the Bible also. Okay? So what you should be doing is not, y'all should be not having sex. Y'all need to be out here virgin-like, okay? Until you get ready. And then we won't have none of these issues, okay? But then I heard, it was another thing that was said was like, what if he decides that he doesn't want to have the baby after she's already been pregnant? Well, the thing was, you had the opportunity to pull out or to put a condom on. You had the opportunity. Okay, both of y'all made this decision, and this is what happened of it. Yes, and it was an accident. Yes, you know what I'm saying? I understand that. But the problem with that is the abortion came after the fact that the men were already doing that. You were already saying, I don't want to have a baby, and being able to walk away from her, and then she's sitting there still with a baby. Okay? I should not have to explain to you my reasoning for me to do things. If you don't want to drink alcohol, don't drink alcohol, but it's legal, right? Because it's what you want to do. Okay? Don't do, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to attend a certain type of school or work for a certain type of job, it's your right not to have to do those things. This is my body. You should have decisions over your body. And if we start from the decisions over your body, that means that this starts with men come. Stop coming in women if you don't want to have no baby, period. Then you don't have to worry about what the hell she got going on when you get to walk away and she got to figure out what she got to do for school and for work, because she obviously, y'all fighting for men to be able to get a leave of absence when they have a baby, but when it was us, you had a problem with us being able to get days off after we done had a whole kid and the whole thing fell out the middle of our bodies, okay? And y'all don't have no problem with that. Y'all can go get y'all dinglings cut off and made into a whole cooch on your insurance, but me saying that I want to be able to do something with my own body is offensive to you. Like, you need to pay attention to what's happening with you. I'm sorry that I'm going on a rant with this, but I really don't understand why this is even a subject. Why are we not talking about the trash and the nastiness and the pervertedness that goes in front of our children on all of these social medias that we can't control? Why aren't we talking about that? Why are we not talking about the fact that y'all are able to, that the government is able to allow certain shows and certain movies to be able to show drug use and prostitution and all this additional stuff that you so-called don't want in your society, but then you want to put away the people that you're programming this stuff into? Like, why aren't we talking about real issues? Real issues is not my vagina. I'm not saying that women should be able to out here to be able to pop abortion like she popping pills. That's not even, I don't want one-off situations for what's happening in the whole country, okay? Because it is sickening to know that you as a dingling will have a problem with me and what I do with my body, but you want to take Viagra on your insurance. Alani Love said, if men could get pregnant, abortions would be available in drive-thrus and gas stations, just like y'all dingling pills. Look how easy it is for y'all to get it, and I can't get birth control unless I go to the doctor. It makes no sense to me. I mean, to me, where are the real issues are this, okay? We have people in this country who don't have food. Flint still don't have clean water. We got a whole war about to pop off, and y'all are talking about vaginas. Now let's talk about why they're talking about vaginas. Because vaginas are expensive. That's why. They want to be able to lower the cost of health care, okay? Because why? For you to go to the doctor, first of all, it's more women in this world than there are men, okay? And white women, let me just let you know, you are number one on the list for welfare, Okay, so your coochie is at top best right now. They talking about you because they don't want to take care of your abortions because you are the major point of the people on welfare at this moment. So what they're saying is, no matter that you can get ovarian cancer, we don't want to have to take care of all that. That's something that happens just with y'all. For you to have a miscarriage, I shouldn't have to pay for that. You should be able to take care of that at home. Okay. You decide that you don't want to have children. That's not fair to the man. Okay. What if he trying to trap you? So that's not fair. We don't want that either. Okay. And then just because you didn't just popped out a whole kid and had the most pain that they say is closest to death to your body, you trying to take off work for a whole 6 weeks? No, that's not going to work. So this is only benefiting in the fact that they don't want to have to pay for these things. And to lower the cost of health care, they got to get rid of what is the most important. What's people having babies every day. Okay? Vaginas is at top right now. You got to get the mammogram. I have never had a mammogram. My boob's not big enough. Okay? They just do the ultrasound on me, but that costs money. Okay? You got items that you need on a monthly basis. That costs money. Right? This is the reason. So let's talk about it, and that's why I wanted us to pay all funny shit. All funny shit aside, the whole purpose was, how can we get this health care down without it affecting everybody, just the girls? Because that's expensive. Okay? There was a video from Kamala. Okay? And the video from Kamala was her talking to Stagoff, I can't remember his name. It's the white justice before the other white justice came on for the other white justice. Staganoff, something like that. She was talking to him when he was doing his, when he was being probed to be able to be a justice. And she asked him a question in regards to men health, okay? And I wanted y'all to hear this because it was funny how he answered it, because the way he was looking on his face, like of course not. Why? Why would they have that? Okay? Oh, they removed my... Okay. So the video basically was her asking him, like, hey, is there a law out there that prohibits or keeps men from being able to do something with their bodies? And it's not, because you can go change your whole body into whatever it is you want to. You can go get boobs. You can go get it tucked in. You can get a booty. You can do all these additional things. And I'm going to say this, and if someone wants to call in and they want to be mad at me, I'll give you a whole minute for you to talk. I won't even say nothing, but you can't say nothing racist, or you can't say nothing that, like, you know what I'm saying, like no Chris Rock stuff or nothing like that, because I ain't Will Smith. I'll beat your ass for real. We don't play those things about you coming on stage. If we're going to talk about David Chappelle, tell. 702-551-5261. It is. It's just, it's funny. Okay. So I want y'all to hear this real quick. I want y'all to know that, man, as soon as we get this video, I got something else that I want to tell y'all. No? Okay. I'm going to keep going because I want to talk about these things. Man, I tell you. Okay. So, along with the fact that men can have Are we there? Are we there? Okay.
Can you think of any laws that give government the power to make decisions about the male body?
I'm happy to answer a more specific question, but
Male versus female?
there are medical procedures.
Okay. That the government has the power to make a decision about a man's body?
I thought you were asking about medical procedures
No,
that are unique to men.
I'll repeat the question. Can you think of any laws that give the government the power to make decisions about the male body?
I'm not thinking of any right now, Senator.
All right. So, did you see what his face was? He like kind of like laughed about it. Like, no, of course it's not. Right? It shouldn't be. There shouldn't be any rules about what you should be able to do with your body, sir. Just like it shouldn't be for me either. Okay. I'm not saying, like I said, I don't want to go off the one-offs of what people are saying about like, oh, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? There's some women out there just having abortions on it. Well, I'm not talking about that girl. I'm not. And and to be honest, that's still her body and that's what she want to do. I'm not saying it's the best method or anything like that, but that's what she wants to do. And I'm not talking about it like I'm talking about things that really do happen, like a regular, just the fact that she, a girl in college, and decide that she don't want a baby at this time. That's her decision, okay? And to be honest, these are the same people that's talking about, I don't want to put vaccines in my body, but you can't, we should abolish abortion. It's the same people that talk about why they are not against not having a vaccine. I'm not saying you should have a vaccine. I say you should do what you want with your own body. I'm saying that a woman saying, I know I can't afford another child or a child at this time, and he's already proven to me he's not going to help me. I'm in a position that I have to figure out what's best for me and my already living child, or me by myself. Like, I don't know. I don't think you understand. And for people to think that this is just what people do, you're pushing the fact that you believe that this is something you want to believe a certain narrative, and it's not, because there's been plenty of daughters out there. The same people that saying that they don't want abortions are the same ones that are allowing their kids to go to the best doctors to get this stuff done. So I want us to pay attention to that. Let me say this also. Okay, so CNN reported that 4.5 million Americans quit their job in March. What y'all doing? I need a job. I need to have some money coming in. And just along with saying that, Governor Chisholm has decided that May 20th, he's going to stop all the state of emergency for Nevada. Y'all better get a job, or you better do something, because that was the whole purpose, is to be able to close down these additional things of benefits. Okay. Y'all go put yourselves in a very bad position to not have a position. All right. Also, let's go here real quick. All this white on white crime that's happening around the country, around the world, is ghetto. Okay. Along with like January 6th, and then now seeing this war and stuff like this, and all this additional, like the pillaging, the bombings of hospitals and children's elementary schools and everything else. If it was us out here doing that, y'all be upset. Okay, this right here is ghetto. Okay, y'all gotta stop this. All right, it is very sad. It's not even funny when I say that this is happening to these people over there, but this was happening in Uganda. This was happening in Kenya. This was happening in South America. This is happening in Mexico. This is happening in America. And when the melanin is on it, there is no compassion. And I just need us to be transparent with this. I'm not just saying that just because I want people to say, like, let's go into it. No, I want you to realize that white lives matter too, huh? And that's some ghetto ass shit that y'all over there doing. And it's wrong. You should not be, if you're going to do war, and that's why they say war, there's rules to war. That's why they say that you're not going by the rules of it. You're not supposed to be hitting hospitals, elementary schools, apartment complex, residential people. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be fighting a war with the military, okay? And that's why it is heartbreaking to see these people have to go through this stuff. And my heart goes out to y'all. But my heart also goes out to all these places that's already enduring the same stuff, but it did not get the coverage that it did. I do want to speak about melanin real quick. And here we go. Oh my God, with the melanin. Melanin. No, what to say.
Right. Is so unbelievable, George. They're using it in computer chips now because it has an ability to transduce electrical energy. Can you imagine this? It has this incredible ability to hold on to and transduce and manipulate electrons, electronic energy, and photons, photonic energy. It's a fascinating molecule.
Okay. I just want to give some shout out to black people and just let you know what I'm saying? Of course you are out here shining and all into the computers and stuff or whatever. You know, we've been popping. I got one last video. Y'all, I had a video that was really funny and was really gonna make you laugh. But my time is over here. I just want y'all to know that, right there. I love y'all.
My first day working at Heaven Call Center.
Thank you for calling Heaven Couldn't Wait. This is Richie.
Yeah, can I get a good woman?
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
It's Gerald.
Gerald who?
Gerald G.
Boy, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, big dog. You're not getting a motherfucking thing from us. I'm gonna go and look up right. A good woman? You want to get? It says right here. Last year they sent you one. They sent you a good woman last year. You got a PPP loan in her name. You crashed her car, and you was sending dick pictures to her homegirl. What the hell are you talking about? Sorry about that. Sorry, don't tell. I said that. My bad. You got me cursing at work. You know damn well you ain't getting a good woman. You think Sky Daddy didn't see that shit? You really thought you was gonna get away with that shit? We can see you, Gerald. I'm sending you something. Hold on.
What you sending?
To jail. Pray to us when you get there. Send another one up when you in there.
My first day working at Heaven.
All right. I don't know if y'all know, but sometimes you just need to laugh about some stuff, okay? And I wanted that video to be able to be played because that's what I'm talking about. These are the men that you're saying that we need to have their babies, okay? Heaven already told him he wasn't supposed to get no good girl, okay? Look. So back on the subject. I just thought that was funny as hell, and I think that y'all needed to hear that. What else did okay, so Kevin Samuels passed away. It was confirmed. And everybody keeps saying stuff like, you know what I'm saying, like, don't wish death upon this man, and you know what I mean. I'm not saying that he of course, I'm not saying that he deserved to die or nothing like that or whatever. But what I am saying is he said what he said, and there's a lot of people out here that's going to love him, and there's a lot of people out here that's not going to miss him. I'm never one to put down on a black man, but he was most definitely one to put down on a black woman, okay? And there's a difference. There's a difference in when you say stuff, it leaves a legacy, and that's where his legacy was left. It was not in building up black relationship and black women and black men either, because he put you in a mind frame to make you think that women were not good enough, and because they waited and did their career and the rest of that stuff, that they weren't as as beautiful or as or someone that you would want to marry because they waited or they were older or they had children already. And black women are not really doing that to y'all. Okay, we are not out here trying to find all the worst things ever to say about y'all. We more or less want us to be able to have a dialogue, a real dialogue, on you understanding our feelings and us understanding yours. So moving forward, rest in peace to the man. But let's find some social media people that's really out here that's really trying to push for black excellence and black beauty and black love. Okay, no shade, but it is what it is. Rest in peace. There was a comedian. So David Chappelle was on stage, and a guy charged him. Okay, I just only real thing I wanted to say about this was, that's what you get. You shouldn't bring your ass on stage, and now what if they would have said, what if in the middle of them whooping her ass, she was like, I'm trans, I'm a woman, then what would the conversation have been? Okay, because if you trans, you storm the stage, you go get your ass whooped just like anybody else. That's not cool. And all this additional people charging people onto the stage and everything else, and y'all trying to blame that on Will Smith, whatever. Peter been throwing blood and paint on people for forever. Okay, people been running onto the what do you call that, soccer fields and getting naked for years. This is not new, and this is not just because of Will Smith going on there and smacking somebody. And then you saw Chris Rock come out there with his old lame ass and go say, he was like, was that Will Smith? We all saw you get slapped. Okay, you may not want to make any more additional jokes. Okay, now the whole point of the matter that I'm trying to say here is, you can try certain people, and you can sit your ass down for other people. Okay, and this was one of them situations where dude should have never ran on stage, and I believe he got what he got. I don't know if they're going to come up with a law to say people can't do that, but it's already against the law for you to charge stage. These people understand exactly what their reasonings are. Okay, and if you're doing that, and somebody cold socks you in the face, it's because you did that. And we need to start realizing what was the action towards the reaction. And once again, the reaction to Chris Rock saying stuff about Will Smith's wife was the action that he did that action, and Will Smith gave a reaction. So if you, once again, mind your business and keep my wife's name out your mouth, then you won't have these type of problems. Y'all, I appreciate y'all coming and spending this time with me. I love being able to sit down and talk to you guys. I want you to be more active with me. You can always call in at 702-551-5261. You can also email me. It is in the bio. I just I want to know what your questions are. We got elections coming up, local elections coming up. What are the things that you're looking for? Why do you need to know these things is the most important. And if you know someone is out there who is doing like a community event and they want me to come and explain what is the government in a nutshell, try to make sure that our people are understanding so they can make a intelligent decision about your own household, your own personal self. If everybody was selfish and decided to just think about themselves, we would have a better world. Trust me, we would. I just want to tell y'all that I love you. And if you see somebody out there grinding, let them know you see them shining. I will see you back here Saturday, 10 a.m. for the Chisholm Report here with Kristie J. I love y'all.
I get elected on Friday, assassinated on Saturday, buried on Sunday. They go back.